17 league games. Could they follow it up with victory over Manchester City today? At the Riverside was Conor McNamara.
After Sunderland's relegation was confirmed yesterday, Middlesbrough don't want to be the next club to fall through the trapdoor. Daniel Ayala twisted his ankle in midweek, so former Manchester United player Fabio comes in at right back. Callum Chambers moves to the centre of defence. For the visitors, Spanish midfielder Alex Garcia gets his first Premier League start. One of 5 changes from the Manchester derby. Gabriel Jesus starts up front alongside Aguero. Aguero gets it back from Clichy. Fernandinho, Aguero again, nice injection of pace, and Gabriel Jesus so close to an opening goal. Middlesbrough haven't had a touch yet. Garcia, too high for Aguero. Bright start to the game from Sergio Aguero. Negredo, firm and solid by Otamendi. Referee was happy, it was a fair challenge. Friend, good noise around the Riverside now. Darun, away by Otamendi, straight back to Darun. It's scrappy in the midfield, but that might be just how Middlesbrough like it. So Alvaro Negredo, how close was he to winning this decision against his old team? Otamendi stretching in, stamping down on the feet of the Spaniard. But the Argentinian got away with that one, and the free kick was given for this. Fernandinho actually raising his arm up into the face of Adam Clayton. Perhaps fortunate to survive without further sanction. Otamendi. It's a good ball. Gabriel Jesus was lurking at the back post. Just couldn't angle it on target. Otamendi given loads of time to look up. There was a whip on that, taking it away from the goalkeeper. It was a good chance for Gabriel Jesus. Now De Bruyne. Strong run from the Belgian. Well cut out by Friend to ensure it wouldn't run for Aguero. Now, look at the room afforded to Downing here. Friend leaves it. Negredo! He scored against his own club. Well, Sunderland may be down, but Middlesbrough are going to do everything in their power to avoid joining them. What a lovely flow to this attack. Manchester City's defence caught napping on the right-hand side, and that is an instinctive finish from Alvaro Negredo. It is a priceless strike, clumsy in the end, 1 foot off the other, but no Middlesbrough fan cares about that right now. They might just be in with a chance of staying up, Middlesbrough. It's not a good ball from Friend, straight to Sane. And he might take some stopping. It was a trip, actually, that it was taken to stop him. And it'll be a yellow card.
That is true. Not a moment.
Adam Forshaw joins Christian Stuani.
He's the only one.
Book for Middlesbrough. It can be the hope that kills you in a relegation battle. But Steve Agnew, having seen his team win in midweek against Sunderland, if they can win here again, then it will be hope. Otamendi. De Bruyne is down injured. And Adam Forshaw, who's already been booked in the game, is the man who committed the foul there. That might have been a second yellow. Playing 10 men would greatly enhance Manchester City's chances of getting back into this game. Kolarov just kept it in play. Here is Aguero. This is where Middlesbrough have got to be careful. Blocked away again for a corner. Manchester City's 6th corner of the game. Sané's delivery. Negredo got a touch of the front post, but back in from Navas. And that needed to be fingertipped away by Guzan. Otamendi's header. Sané will keep this attack alive. Aguero, back to Sané. De Bruyne has to be careful. Penalty! Middlesbrough are incensed. Fabio and De Bruyne continue to appeal the innocents. A yellow card to Fabio for the aftermath. But how much of a case do Middlesbrough have here that Leroy Sané has bought that penalty? Sané, he is veering and changing direction, but he does lean into De Bruyne, doesn't he? And he cannot believe it. Look at him in the background. Cannot believe it when the referee pointed to the spot. He leans in. Everything about the motion is dragging to his right-hand side from Sané. It's a valuable goal in the hunt for a Champions League place, and it might be a platform for Manchester City to now go and win the game. It's a big call made by Kevin Friend. Could have huge repercussions in the relegation battle. They just want to release the dribbling potential of Adama Traore. They might do it here. He's got the muscle in Otamendi. He goes down. Free kick. Middlesbrough appealing that it might have been in the box. Yellow card for Otamendi. Otamendi, who was flailing and trying everything to stop him. For a moment, Steve Agnew praying that might have been in the penalty area. Saved by Caballero. He can only have seen that late. Negredo, good turn, and again, chance, 2-1 Middlesbrough, it's Callum. What a sensational way to grab it! Middlesbrough are not going down quietly. Great work from Negredo in the build-up. Such persistence, he would not give up. And an astute, instinctive finish by Chambers. That is his first on loan at Middlesbrough. And it continues their hope of avoiding relegation. The boos continue for Sané. Free kick to Manchester City though. Manchester City take it quickly. Aguero, headed by Gabriel Jesus, and Manchester City are back on level terms again. Just when they thought they were dragging their way towards the 3 points, Gabriel Jesus has made it all square again. It's a share of the spoils, and gutsy as this performance was, is a point going to be enough for Middlesbrough?
For Gabriel Jesus, he's played the full 90 minutes after injury, and it's another goal for him. You must be very pleased.
Yeah, the first idea is just play 50-60 minutes, but what happened in the first half will change the players, and that's why it was a little bit more complicated to substitute him. But he found himself good.
Martin Drune's normally a very clear-headed guy. He was incensed with the referee. He was claiming he didn't foul him.
Yeah, Martin's he's a very intelligent boy, and he knows that when he's in the penalty area, he has to be careful. And from where I was, I didn't think it was a foul. And obviously, I was disappointed the way the player went down. And is the referee in a position to give the penalty?
The ball was going somewhere else. I wanted to block the cross, and he fell into my legs. I couldn't go anywhere because I was standing where I stood, and that's why I was so angry, because it felt so unfair.
So where does this leave you now? The games don't get much easier.
Not at all, but we played Manchester City and took them on, and we can do the same to Chelsea. We have 3 games left, with plenty of points. There's 9 points to play for, and we're capable with the way the players have worked and shown the spirit and the determination. There's no reason why we can't win more football matches.
Straight to the penalty then.
Let's.
Yes.
Well, he's done him, and I mean, it's not about Sane as such, because so many players are doing this now, and it's the question is, how do you help the referees? Now, we've talked about technology, but some retrospective action is the only way forward. Otherwise, more and more players are going to do it.
Middlesbrough weren't happy with Kevin Friend's position here. They think he can't see round Fabio.
Well, whether he can or he can't, he's made a mistake, and it's hard for referees when players are doing that, trying to stitch up, get penalties. It's the same principle as when you pretend you're hurt when you haven't been properly hit. I don't like that either. And unless something happens, i.e. punishment for the players doing it, it's never a pass.
He's going down. He's actually... Darun has stopped. He's stopped because the ball's gone to the right, and Sane is just lent into him.
But it will keep... It will keep happening.
Yeah.
It won't stop. Of course it won't stop.
No. And every fan of every football club, I would imagine, watching this will say, we know that we have a player who does that, or our players will have done that at some point.
Well, if you keep getting penalties for doing it, then players are going to do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, if you get punished for doing it, players might stop doing it.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
Because last week we had the discussion about Coutinho, who didn't go down when he was fouled and didn't get a penalty. Yeah, although you did make the point as well that Manchester, it doesn't help Middlesbrough in this situation, but Manchester City haven't had a lot of luck on penalty decisions this season.
Well, I think Man City in most of the games I've played have been really unlucky with a lot of decisions, but...
OK. Now, Gabriel Jesus and Sergio Aguero as a partnership.
Very exciting. You look at Gabriel Jesus, he looks like he's going to score in every single game. And when you see Aguero's kind of... That is what Pep likes. That's what Pep wants from his forwards. And then you look at Aguero, he can just drop off into that number 10 role. No problem. You see him picking up the ball, and you look at Gabriel Jesus right in between the centre-halves. Great touch, really good awareness, and he's off again. And then you look at areas again, Aguero playing it in, and then this one, I can't understand how he doesn't score this. You see them again, he's linked up, always in the danger area. That's what I love with him. At his age, he knows where the danger is. Does well there, gets back up. This is great play from him. What a good touch from Aguero there, and then just misses on the far post there. But this again is a beautiful play, 1-2 with him. Man City fans should be very excited because everybody's thinking, is he going to go? Is Aguero going to stay? Because Gabriel Jesus is
everybody's thought either or, haven't they? In this discussion, whereas now maybe they are a duo. Maybe they could be a duo.
Score that one, but what about this? Always in there. He's in the box. He's going to score goals. And when you've got someone like Aguero who's dropping off, who can score goals at his rate as well, it's very exciting for him. And
as far as the Middlesbrough strike force is concerned, you spotted, so this is a good spot, this, when it comes to Negredo.
Well, when it went in, and you see the slow-mo, you know he slipped and it's come off his right foot. So left onto right, and that's why he gets that big curl and bend. He gets a bit looking, and I thought, I'm sure he's done that before. And as we'll see in a minute, earlier on in the season, on one of their, I think it was Leicester away this game, he's actually able to do it the other way.
It's amazing.
Now, I suppose the question is, does he do it on purpose? No, I'm kidding.
That is so lucky.
So to have 2 in a season, you might get 1 in your career. He's had 2 in a season. But they need all the luck they can get, Middlesbrough, because they've still got a mountain to climb.
It's a nightmare.
They have. Next to Old Trafford, Manchester United still in the hunt for a top 4 finish against Swansea, who started the day 3 points from safety. Simon Brotherton watched this one.